My house looks spotless, but I haven't touched a mop in a week. No scrubbing, no vacuuming. Just a few simple tricks that make everything feel clean, even on days when I barely have the energy to get off the couch. If you've ever looked around your home and felt overwhelmed, tired, or just not up for the chore list, you're not alone. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 5 easy ways I fake a tidy, welcoming home without doing any real deep cleaning. These are perfect if you're older, dealing with low energy, limited mobility, or just want a break. And the best part? Each trick takes less than 5 minutes and leaves your space looking and feeling calm, cozy, and company ready. Whether you're expecting visitors or just want to feel better in your own space, these tips will help you reclaim that peaceful, put-together feeling, no mop required. Stick with me, and let's make your home feel fresh the easy way. Some days, just thinking about cleaning is enough to wear me out. The idea of dragging out the mop, bending down to vacuum, or scrubbing anything, it feels impossible. And honestly, some days, I just don't want to. If you're like me, maybe your back aches a little more than it used to. Maybe you move slower, or you get tired faster. That doesn't mean you're lazy. It means you're human. Life changes, energy shifts, and we have to be kinder to ourselves. The pressure to have a spotless home can feel heavy, especially when our bodies aren't cooperating. But here's the truth. A peaceful, welcoming home isn't about perfection. It's about how you feel in your space. And there are simple, low-effort ways to create that feeling without pushing yourself too hard. So if you've ever looked around and felt frustrated, defeated, or even embarrassed, you're not alone. I've been there too, and I've found a better way. Keep watching. Today, I'm going to show you how to make your home look clean even if you don't have the energy to scrub, sweep, or do a full deep clean. These 5 simple tricks take less than 5 minutes each, and they create an instant feeling of calm and order in your space. They're perfect for those days when your body says rest, but you still want your home to feel welcoming, especially if someone's stopping by on short notice. No heavy lifting, no harsh chemicals, just smart, easy wins that make a big difference. If you've ever wished for a tidy home without the effort, you're in the right place. Tip 1. The illusion zone. If the space someone walks into first looks clean, their brain fills in the rest. This might be one of the easiest and most powerful tricks I've learned. And once you try it, you'll understand why I call it the illusion zone. It works like this. Most people form an impression of your entire home based on what they see in the first few seconds of walking in. That means you don't have to clean the whole house. You only need to tidy the first zone their eyes land on. Think about your entryway, hallway, or whatever room is visible right when someone steps inside. That's your illusion zone. And if it looks clean, your brain kind of relaxes. Guests automatically assume the rest of your space is just as tidy, even if it's not. This is great news if you're low on energy, short on time, or dealing with mobility issues. You can skip the heavy lifting and still make your home feel peaceful and put together. Here's how I use this trick. I focus on the small space just inside the door. I'll tuck away the shoes, clear any stray mail or clutter from the table, and add one simple decorative item, a candle, a small plant, or a framed photo. That's it. It takes less than 5 minutes, but it instantly transforms the feel of the entire home. And here's the real secret. It's not just about how other people see your space, it's how you feel in it. When you open the door and walk into a clear, calm area, your whole nervous system responds. You feel less overwhelmed, more in control, and maybe even a little proud. That boost of calm can carry you through the rest of the day, even if the rest of the house still looks like life happened. It also helps cut down on that guilty voice in your head that says, I should be cleaning more. Because once you see how powerful a small shift can be, you realize you don't need to exhaust yourself to create a space you enjoy. So the next time you're feeling like everything's out of control, or you don't know where to start here. Pick one small area at the entrance of your home. Focus on just that illusion zone. Even if the rest of your house is cluttered, this one space can trick your brain into feeling like things are more together than they are. This trick is especially helpful for older adults who may be dealing with arthritis, chronic pain, or just limited stamina. You don't have to deep clean to feel good in your space. You just need one little spot that says, I've got this. Try it today. It's quick, it's easy, and I promise, it works like magic. Tip 2. The scent shortcut. A clean smell makes people feel the house is clean, even if it's not. This one might surprise you, but it's one of the most powerful tools I've found for creating a home that feels clean, comforting, and fresh, without ever picking up a mop. Our brains are wired to associate scent with memory and emotion. That means the moment someone walks into your home and catches a gentle whiff of something fresh, lavender, citrus, cinnamon, or even just clean outdoor air, they instantly feel like the space is cleaner than it may actually be. You don't need shiny floors or spotless counters. You just need the right smell. I call this the scent shortcut, and it's my go-to trick when I have no energy but still want my space to feel inviting, whether for guests or just for me. When the house smells fresh, it creates a sense of calm and order that changes how you experience the entire space. The best part? This is probably the easiest tip in the whole video. Here are 3 simple ways to use it. 1. Use an essential oil diffuser. A few drops of essential oil, like lemon, eucalyptus, peppermint, or lavender, can completely transform the atmosphere of a room. Plug in a diffuser and let it run for just 15 minutes. And suddenly everything smells clean and intentional. My personal favorite? A blend of lemon and rosemary. It's bright, herbal, and smells like a fresh start. 2. Simmer something on the stove. If you don't have a diffuser, try this old-school trick. Take a small pot, fill it with water, and toss in a few cinnamon sticks, orange peels, or cloves. Let it simmer gently on low heat for 10 to 15 minutes. The warm scent spreads through the home and makes it feel cozy, inviting, and yes, clean. It's especially comforting during the cooler months, and it adds a homemade touch without having to actually make anything. 3. Let fresh air do the work. Sometimes the best scent is no scent at all, just crisp, clean air. Crack a window for 10 minutes, especially in the morning. Let the stale air drift out and the natural breeze in. It resets the atmosphere and can even help lift your mood. There's something deeply refreshing about natural airflow that no candle or spray can replicate. What I love most about this tip is that it's gentle. For older adults, especially those with joint pain, fatigue, or mobility limitations, cleaning can feel daunting, but scent is a sensory shortcut to a better feeling home. You don't have to scrub a single surface. You're using atmosphere, not effort. And don't underestimate how this impacts you, not just your guests. When your home smells fresh, your body relaxes. You breathe a little deeper. You stop noticing the mess in the corner and start feeling proud of the space you've created, even if it's imperfect. That's the goal here, not perfection, but peace. So if you're ever too tired to clean and you don't know where to start with scent. Light that candle. Simmer those spices. Open that window. You'll be amazed at how quickly your home feels lighter, fresher, and more like a place you want to be in. Remember, you don't need a perfect home. You just need a few moments of calm. And sometimes, all it takes is a clean smell to get there. 3. The light trick. Dim lighting hides dust, and natural light makes things look fresher. Lighting is one of the most underrated tools when it comes to making your home feel clean without actually cleaning. You don't need to grab a broom or reach for the vacuum. Sometimes, all you need to do is flip a switch or pull back a curtain. It's called the light trick. And once you understand how powerful it is, you'll start using it every day. Let's start with a simple truth. Bright overhead lights expose everything. Dust on the shelves, streaks on the mirror, crumbs on the counter, they all show up under harsh lighting. It's like a spotlight on every little imperfection. But if you soften the lighting, suddenly those things disappear, or at least become much less noticeable. The human eye is drawn to where the light is. So if you want people to focus on the cozy, clean parts of your space, all you have to do is light those areas gently. Here's how I do it. First, during the day, I open the curtains. Natural light is like a free refresh button for your space. It softens everything and instantly makes a room feel more open, clean, and breathable, even if the room isn't perfectly tidy. Sunlight brings a kind of natural beauty that's hard to fake. But here's where it gets clever. I only open the curtains in the parts of the room I want people to focus on. Wait until you see what happens when I just close this one curtain. When I close the curtain in a cluttered corner of the room and let the rest of the space stay sunlit, the darkened area becomes almost invisible. Your eyes are drawn toward the bright, open space, and you naturally ignore whatever's hiding in the shadows. It's like staging your home without lifting a finger. In the evening, I turn off the overhead lights completely. Instead, I use soft lamps in specific spots, by the couch, near the entryway, or next to a reading chair. Warm, lower lighting feels more inviting, more peaceful, and yes, more forgiving. Dust and clutter fade into the background, and your space feels more intentional, more lived in, and more relaxing. Think of it this way: bright lights shout, but soft lights whisper. And when you're tired, sore, or just not in the mood to clean, the last thing you want is a spotlight, showing off every little thing you didn't do. This tip is especially helpful for older adults because it doesn't require any physical effort. No scrubbing, no reaching, no lifting. It's also incredibly gentle on the eyes. Many of us experience light sensitivity as we age, and overhead lighting can be harsh, even uncomfortable. Switching to softer, directional light not only improves how your home looks, but also how it feels to live in. Want to go one step further? Use warm-toned light bulbs instead of cool ones. Cool white light can make a space feel sterile and harsh, like a doctor's office. But warm light adds a cozy glow that gives the impression of cleanliness and comfort, even if you didn't tidy a thing. And just like with scent, this isn't just for guests. It's for you. When you control the light in your space, you're also controlling how you feel in it. A room bathed in soft light feels like a hug. It doesn't demand anything from you. It just welcomes you in. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of cleaning, take a step back. Look at your space not through the lens of chores, but through the lens of lighting. Open the curtains where it counts. Close them where it doesn't. Turn off that bright overhead glare and switch on something softer. Let the light do the work, and enjoy the way your home transforms effortlessly. Because sometimes, a clean-looking home doesn't come from scrubbing. It comes from seeing things in the right light. 4. The distraction technique. Place a centerpiece or a pop of color. Where people tend to look, this draws the eye away from mess. Here's a little secret that saved me on more than one occasion. Sometimes, the best way to fake a clean home isn't by cleaning at all. It's by shifting attention. We can use simple visual tricks to guide the eye towards something pretty, bright, or interesting, so it overlooks the clutter or imperfections nearby. I call this the distraction technique. It works because our eyes naturally gravitate toward color, light, and focal points. When there's something visually appealing in the right spot, people don't notice what's around it as much. It's like a magic trick for your living space. And the best part is, it takes less than 5 minutes to set up. Here's how you can use it. 1. Add a bright cushion on the couch. If your living room feels tired or cluttered, throw a vibrant, cheerful cushion or two on the couch. Reds, yellows, or blues work well. They catch the eye immediately and bring a sense of freshness. Not only does it add color, but it also makes the seating area look cozy and cared for, which distracts from any mess on the coffee table or floor nearby. 2. Place a bowl of lemons on the kitchen or dining table. This is one of my favorites because it smells good too. A simple bowl filled with bright yellow lemons adds a pop of color and an instant feel of cleanliness. It looks intentional and fresh, signaling that the space is loved and cared for, even if you haven't had the chance to mop or deep clean recently. Bonus: lemons are a natural cleaner, so it's like a subtle hint to freshness. 3. Set a small vase with fresh or faux flowers on a countertop or side table. Flowers, real or artificial, always add life and brightness to a room. Even a small vase with just a few stems can draw attention and lift the mood of the whole space. It signals beauty and care, which helps your home feel inviting and tidy, without you having to do much at all. What I love about this tip is how empowering it feels. When energy is low, the idea of cleaning everything can be overwhelming. But by simply placing one eye-catching item in the right spot, you're creating an instant wow effect. This is especially helpful if you're dealing with physical limitations, or just want to avoid the strain of cleaning. The distraction technique is also deeply relatable for anyone who's struggled with clutter or low energy. You don't have to tackle every mess to make your home look cared for. Instead, you get to be strategic and intentional with where you place your energy, and that can feel like a big win. And here's a bonus: these small touches don't just hide mess, they actually boost your mood. Bright colors and natural elements like lemons or flowers have been shown to lift spirits and reduce stress. So you're not just faking a clean home. You're creating a space that feels happier and more peaceful. So next time your home feels a little chaotic, try this. Pick one spot where people's eyes naturally land, your couch, your kitchen table, or your countertop, and add a bright cushion, a bowl of lemons, or a pretty vase. It's a tiny change that makes a huge difference. Remember, your home doesn't have to be perfect to feel welcoming. Sometimes, all it takes is a little distraction. 5. The lazy tidy routine. When I really don't want to clean, I do this 5-minute reset. Some days, the thought of cleaning feels overwhelming, like a mountain too big to climb. Maybe your energy is low, your back aches, or you just want to rest without the nagging feeling of a messy house. On those days, I rely on what I call my lazy tidy routine. It's a quick, no-fuss way to reset your space so it looks cared for, welcoming, and calm, without any heavy lifting or deep cleaning. This routine takes just 5 minutes, but it works wonders. It's the kind of thing anyone can do, no matter your mobility or stamina. And best of all, it helps you feel like you've made a real difference, even if you're not up for a full cleaning session. Here's exactly what I do. 1. Toss all clutter into a basket. I keep a large basket or bin in a convenient spot, usually near the entryway or living room. When clutter accumulates, mail, magazines, remote controls, kids' toys, or random papers, I simply gather it all up and toss it into the basket. It's a quick way to clear surfaces without sorting or organizing on the spot. Later, when I have more energy, I can deal with the basket's contents. But for now, the mess disappears instantly. 2. Fluff the pillows. A simple fluff of the couch or chair. Pillows instantly makes the seating area look neater and more inviting. Pillows tend to get squished throughout the day, and fluffing them up restores a sense of order. This small step takes seconds, but has a surprisingly big impact. 3. Fold one throw blanket. If you have a cozy throw blanket draped over the couch or a chair, take a moment to fold it neatly. It adds a tidy, intentional look to the room. Plus, a folded blanket signals care without the need to wash or refold all your linens. It's a small detail, but it helps pull the space together. 4. Wipe just the kitchen counter. Instead of tackling the whole kitchen, I focus on one key surface, the counter. Using a damp cloth or disinfecting wipe, I quickly wipe down the visible part of the countertop. This removes crumbs, spills, and fingerprints that catch your eye and make the space feel messy. It only takes a minute or two, but instantly brightens the room. 5. Light a candle. To finish the routine, I light a scented candle. This adds warmth, a lovely aroma, and that fresh feeling we talked about earlier. It's a small indulgence that makes the space feel cared for and cozy. Plus, the flickering flame adds a calming ambience that helps you and your guests relax. Coming up, the trick I use to look like I vacuumed, without touching the vacuum. This lazy tidy routine isn't about perfection. It's about doing what you can, when you can, and still making your home feel like a place you want to be. It's especially useful for older adults or anyone managing chronic pain or fatigue. You get a quick win, a sense of accomplishment, and a more peaceful environment, all without overexerting yourself. What's beautiful about this approach is that it honors your limits, while helping you maintain your space. It's not about hiding from mess or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about prioritizing self-care and being kind to yourself while keeping your home welcoming. Try this next time you're feeling drained or overwhelmed. Set a timer for 5 minutes and follow these simple steps. You might be surprised at how much better you feel walking into your space afterward. Remember, a clean-feeling home isn't about hours of scrubbing. It's about small, intentional actions that bring calm and order. And the lazy tidy routine is one of the easiest and most effective ways to get there. After my surgery last year, cleaning was out of the question for weeks. I felt frustrated watching dust settle and clutter grow, but I still wanted my home to feel calm and welcoming. That's when these little tricks became my lifeline. They helped me regain a sense of control without exhausting myself. You don't have to do it all to have a space that feels good. It's about doing just enough to feel proud, comfortable, and at peace in your own home. If you're struggling, remember, small steps can make a big difference. Taking care of yourself comes first, and your home can reflect that kindness. Before, I used to feel overwhelmed and even embarrassed to open the front door, like my home was shouting all the things. I hadn't managed to clean. The clutter and mess felt heavy, and it weighed on my mood every single day. But now, even if I haven't mopped the floor or done a deep clean, I feel peaceful when I walk in. That's because I've learned it's not about perfection. It's about creating a space that feels calm and welcoming. No matter what, small changes and simple tricks can transform how your home feels and how you feel in it. And that peace? It's worth so much more than a spotless floor. What's your favorite lazy cleanup trick? I'm always looking for new ideas to make life easier. So please, drop yours in the comments below. If this video helped you fake a clean house without the stress, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more simple, doable tips like these. And if you're ready for the next quick win, check out my 10-minute closet detox. It's even easier than this one and perfect for when you want a fresh start without the hassle. Let's keep making home feel good, even on our busiest or lowest energy days. Subscribe to Simplify After 60 for more lazy clean tips. Keep your home calm and easy with simple steps designed just for you. Click to refresh your space without the stress.